Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
The Black Business Expo is changing my life. This year, they are giving away laptops and even $5,000 in cash to students just like me. I'm Alexis, and I want to go to college to fulfill my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Help the Black Business Expo going to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and also becoming a vendor, a sponsor, or donating.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side. You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I was born and raised in southeastern West Virginia, the coal fields. My father was an AME minister. For me, I was very fortunate. Even though I grew up in the segregated South, I was surrounded by flourishing Black businesses. Doctors, lawyers, bankers, dentists. They were all there and they were all successful. And I guess that's part of my dream, is to see that success come back. My name is Joseph Simmons, and I am the founder of the Center for Micro-Entrepreneurial Training. We have this moment in time where we can change the trajectory of people. And our focus is on women, Black and brown entrepreneurs, and their access to capital, their ability to build thriving businesses, the ability to employ people. There's a study that showed that in those three communities, especially Black and brown communities, $1 stays in those communities for 30 minutes. In white community, $1 stays in their communities for 8 hours. So think about it. For you in a Black or brown community to get gas, to get food, to go to a restaurant, you've got to leave your community, take those dollars out of that community and take it to another community that's already being well served. So if we can reverse that, if we can go from 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, that's progress. That's what we need to do. I was with SCORE. And then in May of 2020, of course, the events happened in regards to the murder of George Floyd. The other thing that I was experiencing was the denials of federal funds for small businesses. And it revolved around one thing. These businesses were not being prepared for grants and for government programs. And I came up with the idea for the Center for Micro-Entrepreneurial based off those two things. Morgan Stanley had a report out in 2020, first quarter, and they talked about there were 3 groups that were massively devastated by COVID-19 on their business. That was 1, women, number 2, Black, and number 3, brown entrepreneurs. The research showed that they had less cash on hand, they had less opportunity to go into a bank and get money, and they were very dependent on family and friends to keep their business up and running. If we can focus on those 3 groups, then we can have a dramatic impact on our communities. Really, the focus is on 3 areas. And those 3 areas are 1, the people, number 2, the courses, and number 3, a support network. Here at CMAT, we will provide you with the fundamentals for generational success. And you will be creating a vibrant community by attending our 5-day immersive training course.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media for all your
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Marak Hicks, CEO and founder of Miracle Recruiting, and I am your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. I am joining you this afternoon from Philadelphia. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Coach Classy Sassy. She has served her country, and now it's her time to serve you. Classy Sassy is a retired $1 million sergeant retired veteran. She has degrees in business, broadcasting, and bootstrapping, starting a business with little or no money. She has a presidential award, Obama Award, Korea Defense Service Medal, Army Achievement Medal and Ribbon, and more. Born in the Sunshine State of Florida, good day, sunshine. She's the founder of Troops in Treatment, LLC. It gave her a reason to want to wake up every morning. Her corporate level strategy is treatment to her lifelong journey to tell her story and help people help themselves. She's a certified life coach, former radio host, author, Artesia, aka Coach Classy Sassy. She is a business, a beauty, a broadcaster who was putting Florida on the MAP. I introduce to you Coach Classy Sassy. Hello. How are you? Well, thank you so much for joining us. And with that being the case, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
So today I'm going to talk about debt. And I take a deep breath because my divorce put me in over $300,000 worth of debt. $300,000 worth of debt. Plus that was cars, 2 cars, houses, mischiefs, and everything. And Pastor RJ gave me this opportunity, and I had to realize that sometimes we got to pray about certain things. The thing about debt is there's 3 different levels. The first level is the poor mindset. That's basically people who pay bills. They get their check, they transfer the money to pay the bills. Then the second level is the people who get money, they pay their bills, and then they have buy now, pay later type mentality. And that is a challenge for a lot of people because they're like, well, I want cars, I want houses, I want clothes, I want things. And it looked good. You get it later, but you're paying sometimes 2, 3, 4, even 5 times as much just for that one thing. As well as the final step, which is the step that we want, is the wealth mindset. The wealth mindset is the 3rd level, and that's when you get money, flip it, and make more money off the money that you make. It's as Myron Golden said, make your money have babies. If you ever thought about it,
a tree grows in two different directions, up and down. And then I thought about it and I was like, okay, help me out. You have the roots at the bottom of the tree that grows down. And you have the fruit and the leaves at the top of the tree that grows up. So what happened is, first you have to be somebody, then do something to have something. You be like the roots. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes you got to hustle. You got to try. You got to give. You got to pour. You got to keep going and keep being strengthened. Then you have to do something, which is like the trunk of the tree, which grows up. And if you do something, then you can have something. The thing that you have is the fruit. And some people say it's the fruit of the spirit, or it could be money, wealth, travel. Everything that you need, want, like, and desire can be at your fingertips. It's not that you don't make money. It's the fact that you don't make money fast enough. Imagine making what you make in a year, in a quarter, what you make in a quarter, in a month, what you make in a month, in a day, what you make in a day, actually an hour. And scrunching down that market so you can have more money. Most people pay most of their money to taxes. I'm just flat out saying it. You get taxed when you get the money. You get taxed when you pay the money. And you get taxed when you save the money. Because if you save and you flip the money, they tax you on it 1, 2, or even possibly 3 times. So if you're getting taxed in the top, the middle, and the bottom, you left with like the lettuce and tomatoes instead of the meat and the bread, which is the main thing. And a lot of Americans are going into debt. They're supplementing their income with debt. They said there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt is like if you get in a car to get a job, your money, make your money, that's a good thing. If you're getting debt for clothes and stuff like that, maybe you're living beyond your means. Now, if you can pay it off at the end of the month, that's just loaning money. That's okay. But if you're carrying a balance at the end of the month, that means that you're living beyond your means. I remember when I went through a $300,000 divorce. It was $2,000 a month, 1 month, $2,000 towards my creditors off debt that I didn't create, that my ex-husband created with the missions and put her on the income taxes. That's a lot. But what I had to learn was, what am I going to do? How am I going to make it? And when your income meets your expenses, you make this much money, you usually spend this much money. You make this much money, you usually spend this much money. But if you don't have enough money, how are you going to make it to the next level? How are you going to flourish? There's 3 different levels that my principal told me. I was a facilitator at a special needs as well as alternative school. And the thing that I learned was you have sinking where you're underground. You have surviving where you're barely making it above ground. You have thriving when you're going to the next level, when you have more than enough. Most people say, I want to sit at someone's table. I say, I want to create the table and give people seats. The thing about the Black dollar is they said it stays in the Black community from 4 to 6 hours. That's it. We get it, we spend it. They said in other cultures, it's for years and even generations. Look at the Rockefellers. They pass money down to money down to money down to money. And what we have to do is get the money, make it make babies, and make more money. The thing that I do as a coach, and the reason why I became a coach, is because nobody could help me. I was raped. And it was very challenging. I didn't trust anybody. And what I had to learn how to do is open up my heart and say, you know, God, I forgive him. Forgive them for they know not what they do. And what does this have to do with that? It took me to a dark place where I started supplementing my feelings with that. Start buying things, eating food, having miscarriages, going down a downward spiral. A lot of us are going into debt and think we have to get a loan to finance us. I took a course on bootstrapping, which is starting a business with little to no money. You get creative. You create. You invent. And I can help you do that. My website is CCS for Coach Classy Sassy. C as in Charlie, S as in Sierra. And then it's CoachClassySassy.com. So CCS CoachClassySassy.com. And the thing that I learned is I just want your information so we can connect. I want to give classes. I have a free YouTube channel, Business, Beauty, and Blessings. Because what do we need? We need money. We need to look good, feel good, and we need to bless other people. It's not just about us and what we can do and how we do what we do. Once you get the fruit, you can pass it around to other people who are starving, who needs help. Ever since I was a child, I always loved giving. My mother was like, one day we didn't have enough money to buy Valentine's Day cards, and you cried and cried and cried. So I told you, why don't you make the cards? So here I am coloring, creating cards to give to my family and friends. And then I felt good. You got the person with the 1 talent, 5 talent, and 10 talents. The person with the 1 talent hid his talent. Are you hiding your talent from the world? Are you wondering why you're not making enough money? Are you barely making enough money and buying stuff? Are you thriving? Well, you're pouring into the community, pouring into the church. If you're complaining that 10% is too much to tithe to the church in your business, you're not making enough. I had a person humble me, and it deals with mindset. And I said, my mindset is good. I think I could do anything. Said, I bet you I can guess what's in your bank account based on your thought and your mindset. And I said, go ahead. And he guessed. He guessed at the beginning of the month. I had some zeros. I was making between $8,000 to $12,000 a month. And then again at the end of the month, after I paid all my bills, my divorce, my life, my pouring into the community, my helping a veteran, so I can guess how much money you have now. And I was kind of scared. And it was under $100. Imagine most of your money gone, like a thief in the night, just gone. So what I had to learn is how to prioritize. I'm gonna give you free game. This is one of the things I teach in my course, but I love this fact that I was given this platform, and I want to change the world. 50% of your income should go to your bills. You should live on 50% of your income. And of that 50%, 35%, no more than 35%, should be your housing. Some people are living above their means. I know rent high, but you got to find somewhere to do it. Even if you need a roommate, you need to flip some money. Legally, of course. Because ain't nobody going to jail for nobody else. And what I had to learn was, if 100% not enough, how do I supposed to make 50% enough? And the way you do it is you multiply it. I remember my grandmother took me and taught me a very powerful lesson. She said, here's a card. How much does it cost? I said, 99 cents. She said, how much does it cost? I mean, think about it. Think about what you just said. I flipped it over and I said, 99 cents. She said, no, baby. It costs us $1 to get here. So I'm thinking to myself, $1 to get here, $1 for the card, and $1 to get back home. It's $3, right? And this was in the 90s when bus fare was cheaper. I said, no, that's not it. I said, that's not it. What else am I missing? I'm thinking I got her here. I got the card. I got home. Said, but when you get the card, you got to mail it. You got to get the stamp. You got to get the envelope. You got to send it off. So that's 4 times as much. 400% markup. What I thought was $1 really cost $4. And then that's why we're lacking, because we're only making 100%, thinking that that's enough, but it's not. So then I thought, as an adult, Grant Cardone made a thing called 10X, where you do 10 times as much, or you add a 0. If it's 1, it's really 10. If it's 10, it's really 100. If it's 100, it's 1,000. If it's 1,000, it's really 10,000. If it's 10,000, then it's 100,000. If it's 100,000, it's $1 million. I remember when I was working for somebody and I was like, someone was trying to get me to be on their team. Nothing wrong with MLM, multi-level marketing, because I did it a lot. But even now it makes me feel uncomfortable, a little bit uneasy. Because she said, I made my first $100,000 in a month. That's what I make in a year originally at the time. And I was like, wow, that's it. She was like, that's it. That's a lot. I said, but if you made $100,000, the company made at least $1 million. You're getting a tenth of it. Instead of a slice of the pie, I want the whole pie for me. And then I can give a slice to other people. And then a lot of people are drowning in debt. Some people say, well, I don't have debt. What about your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your father? Is the house paid? The car paid? The bills paid? I ask you these questions because it's a challenge. It's a challenge to go to the next level. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wow, I've done a lot. I've been a lot of places. But you have to have a goal. At what amount are you going to retire? What limit? What number? The magic number, as they call it. And I said $1 trillion. And I stand on it. Why? Because I'm going to get the community involved. I'm going to get people involved. I'm going to get people to help me. I had a nonprofit that's called Project Help Us, Help Us. But now it is a course within the Coach Classy Sassy entity. I'm a coach because I'm a certified life changer coach. I can change your life. I'm classy because I'm a veteran. And I'm sassy because I am a college graduate. As I said earlier, I have degrees in business, bootstrapping, like we said, was starting a business with little to no money, and broadcasting. I was on the radio with Pastor RJ and some other people, and I was on there for almost 2 years, getting the message out to the people. And what made it sad and broke my heart, to be honest, some people, you do all this work and you give them the information, and they do nothing with it. They just sit on it. And you got some people that get that information and use it. There was another theory that Myron Golden taught me that I listened to as a billionaire. It's mindset, the way you think, plus skill set, what you know, plus tool set, how you use it, equals wealth. And then I thought about it. What do I have in my hands? The one thing that people say about me, no matter who talks to me, they say, you're smart. And I was like, I know, but I don't know what should I do? People ask me questions, I answer them. It comes easily. What comes easily is your skill. Your mindset thinking you can do it. A lot of people aren't making money because they don't believe in themselves. Oh, well, nobody supports me. Do you support you? Do you love you? Do you care about yourself enough to take it to the next level and the next level and the next level? your belief system and your mindset is reflected in your bank account. When they told you no, did you just take it? No, they told me no. Did it bring your spirits down? Did it make you sad or even cry? Or say, nobody locally supports me? Your assignment is not meant to be local. You're meant to be global, worldwide. There's over 7 billion people. Some people say it's 8 billion people in the world. And you're telling me one person said no? 100 people said no? Out of billions and billions and billions of people. The thing that I had to learn was when I was broke, I wasn't broke because I wasn't smart. I wasn't using what's in my hands. My knowledge, packaging it up. If someone gave you a platter of raw meat, said, here, you're like, ooh, I don't want that. But if they package it up, sealed it up, had a fresh package stamp on it saying, this meat is good at this date, and it was from a reputable company, you're like, Publix, yeah. No, even Walmart for some people. I don't discriminate. From each and every bracket. Sometimes you have to lower the price to get more quantity. It said rich people look broke and broke people look rich. Because it's a mindset. It has nothing to do with the money in your bank account. So you can be poor and pay your bills. You get a check, you pay your bills, you're broke. You get a check, you pay your bills, you're broke. Some people say a job is just over broke. So then you have to go to the next level. You have to thrive. You have to be able to go to a higher and higher level. You have to 10x what you do. So if you go to my website, we're going to do a 5-day program. It'll be 1 hour to 2 hours a day of your time. And we're going to talk about a little bit about what we talked about today, but over an extended period of time. And we're going to map out how can you make more money. How do you flip it? How do you invest it? If you're not a business owner, transition you to a business owner. If you are a business owner, how do you make more money? Doing the same thing that you're doing. Packaging in a way in which the people can process what you're doing. A lot of people are in business, but they say most businesses fail within the first one. It's like 50%, and then it's higher as you go down the line to 5 years to 10 years. A lot of business close. And the number one thing that business needs is customers and sales. You're not making money. You're not flipping money. You're not in business. You just got a hobby, an expensive hobby. And that's what I realized in the beginning. I made money. I paid bills, and that was it. And then I realized I went to a financial counselor and I said, I'm going to talk to her. And she said, you have to have at least $10,000 a month to talk to me. And I was kind of sad, thought about how much I made, held my head down. And then she said, well, whoever wins this question and knows the answer to it can get a free consultation. Of course, I took notes. I paid attention, answered that question, and got that consultation. She said, well, how much money do you make? I gave her an amount. She said, well, let me look and see and do some research. Can I see your bank statements? And I'm like, you're going to look at me like looking at me with nothing on. See what I really spend my money on, not what I say I'll spend my money on, and what I know, my book smart and my, I started stumbling and my words started fumbling. And then she said, let me see. So I let her look. It took 72 hours, which was the longest 72 hours. It's like getting tested for STD and realizing you're waiting for the answers. Did I pass or did I fail? That was the question. Did I get something good? Or did I get something bad? And I sat there and I waited. And then she said, you know what? You make $10,000 a month. And I was like, what? I make what? She says, you do. Let me show you. And she did the numbers. She calculated it. She flipped it. She moved some zeros. And I'm like, she was like, pick up your mouth. What are you doing with it? Taxes took 22% of it. Originally was more than that before they changed the tax laws. At the time, 25% went to my divorce debt. 20% went to my housing, and 20% went to my car that I just was putting gas in the car and oil in the car. And they kept breaking down. I kept wondering why. Because it's called a tune-up and spark plugs and other things too. You got to continue the maintenance to keep it going. Most people have a business and they make money and they sell money. They don't do the maintenance behind it. I got accepted at HCC, Hillsborough Community College in Tampa, Florida, for entrepreneurship strategies, to be strategic in my business, for doing small business accounting, stuff that people look at and like, I don't know how to do it, you know. I got QuickBooks. But if you don't put the money and the input in, you're going to get the right output or the answers to the questions that you're asking. And as a business professional, you have to go to the next level. You always have to learn, grow. And making my first million, I was like, I kept maybe 200,000 of it. And I was like, debt, pouring into the community, taxes, cars, houses, and then lose it all. But you know what? We're surviving debt. And that's why I put on my business and on my website. We're surviving debt. Because they said it's over trillions of dollars in debt. The average car note is about $23,000 in debt. Then your house in the state of Tampa, in Florida, Tampa, Florida, the average house for a studio apartment is $1,600 a month. And usually you need 3 times rent. You need first rent, current rent, and last month rent. So that's 3 times as much. That's why they get the 33 to 35%. I scratch my head because some people can't pay rent 1 time. Imagine 3 times. What happens if something happens? What are you going to do? How are you going to flip the money? Do you make enough to make it to next month? Or the next 3 months? Or the next 6 months? Or even a year? What happens if you lose your job? What happens if you get sick? I was making money. I was making bank. But then I caught COVID. I was the business. Coach Classy Sassy was me. That's why I'm doing books. That's why I'm building legacy, creating courses. Just in case I have a bad day, something happens. Or I meet the love of my life. Hey, thank you, Jesus. As business owners, we have to take it to the next level. We have to be able to grow and expand. Not just sink, not just survive, but to thrive. And what else? We know what a poor mindset is, a middle class mindset, and a wealthy mindset. Whoa. We know how to break down our finances. So it's percentages. And most people, it's not the fact that they're not budgeting correctly. It's the fact that they're not making enough money not to cover their bills. Sad to say. You only can cut so much. You cut $5 off of a latte, something that gives you joy and gets you to work on time. You're going to cut the one thing that you love. Does that make sense? I thought about it for a while and I said, you know what? I don't know what my gift is. I've always been a talker. I've always been a giver. God says, too much is given, much is required. Mr. Rollins said that a couple of days ago. And I thought about it. I was giving a lot. I've been pouring a lot. But you can't pour from an empty cup. And that's why I'm trying to motivate you and push you to go to the next level. Business is a 24/7 job. Are you making money when you sleep? When you wake up in the morning after you slept 4, 7, 8, even 12 hours, can you say, that bank account look big? Can you believe and pour into yourself knowing you're going to the next level? I ask these questions because I had to ask myself these questions first, and I have the answers. I can turn it all around with self-confidence and cash flow. There's a company that I'm working with that helps you put tax money back in your pocket, and it creates cash flow. Because without cash flow, we go out of business. People think that they need loans and stuff like that. They need the money that they already make to make more money for them. Make money, babies. Make money, babies. And as I sit here and I talk and I think about everything, it's like you got 3 choices. You can listen, you cannot listen, or you can apply. You can listen to what I say, you cannot listen to what I say, or you can apply what I say. My website is CCS, Charlie Sierra, Coach, COACH, Classy, CLASSY, Sassy, SASSY.com. As I sit here and just can get your phone number, your email, your name, I care about you because I want you to succeed. I want you to go to the next level. I want you to feel empowered, whether you're a business owner or a family member, because we're building a legacy. What's the point of making all that money if it's going out the door? It's like getting paid $100 and paying $100, and it's like, I just had the money to transfer from this person to that person. Rob Peter, pay Paul. Sometimes Peter and Paul be like, where the money at?
Hello. Thank you so much for sharing all your insights on financial growth and ways to be growing with your finances and to manage your debt. I know that you said some really powerful things this evening, so I really appreciate you. Before we kind of let you go, would love it if you can reshare where people can find you, any social media links that they can contact you at. Where can people find you on the web?
So on YouTube, where I do my videos and my facial expressions, it's Business, Beauty, and Blessings. And the same thing for Instagram. And also my website, once again, CCSCoachClassySassy.com.
Alrighty, awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for coming in and sharing all of your insight. And with that being said, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App, $BBXUSA going across the bottom of the screen. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students who are interested can register online at our website, www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Again, every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for April of 2024. They are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Marjorie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, 5-Star BDM Media, Milani Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black Business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
The African company and the African CEO is making a conscious decision to bring on someone external to the continent versus bringing on someone who is from Ghana or Kenya or South Africa. And so the skill sets of the people that we take through our executive leadership training program and ultimately on the placement, obviously have to be extremely high caliber. So what we look for are corporate executives at the vice president to C-suite level, as well as Black entrepreneurs. When we look at the Black corporate executives, we're looking for some very specific skill sets, whether that be around supply chain, sales and marketing, engineering, product development. We want our folks to be able to add immediate value to the corporate board, right? And the other thing is, even if they don't necessarily have specific industry experience, they're bringing a diversity of thought.
Hello, this is Israel, and I am CEO of Daydreams Interactive and author of Princess Planet. So, genius is common, and as a kid, I loved to daydream. Even as an adult, I love to daydream. And when my daughter became 6 and loved princess characters, but we just could not find the diversity that showed her, we created our own characters. So, for instance, you have Princess Nulu right here. Princess Nulu is from Uganda, and her genius is that she loves to take care of animals. She can actually even listen and hear what they say. And then we have Princess Isabella right here. Princess Isabella, she's from Cuba, and her genius is biochemistry. One day she hopes to eliminate disease. Then we have Princess Nia right here, and Princess Nia is based off of my daughter, and she is what she wants to be, the greatest dancer alive. So that's her genius. So what's your genius? My genius is my imagination. Genius is common.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglasses. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. People asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
Have you ever seen a parent stressed out and needed a stress reliever with their child? One morning I was coming out of a store and saw a mother and her 3 or 4-year-old son. She was highly upset, actually beginning to yell at him. However, the more upset she became, it seemed the calmer the child became. He sat down on the sidewalk, crisscross applesauce, folded his arms, and looked up at her with a smile. You see, the angrier she became, the calmer he became, because he had the control of the situation. Hi, I'm Frizelma Lynn. I am the CEO and founder of Frizelma Teaching Parents, LLC. I'm a retired teacher, school district administrator, an author, speaker, and I am the Parenting 911 coach. My mission is to rescue families by equipping parents with proven, effective, and practical strategies to enhance their parenting skills. Many times we as a society expect parents to teach, train, and raise their children without providing the necessary tools they need to accomplish this. However, parenting issues cannot be resolved without intervention. Therefore, Frizelma Teaching Parents has provided coaching programs, digital courses, and live webinar trainings to provide step-by-step research-based parenting strategies, even for parents whose children are disrespectful, defiant, for those who have been diagnosed with ADD and ADHD, and even for parents of adult children. No longer will you have the need to feel like you are a failure as a parent. You'll now have the tools needed for each situation. Trust me on this one. Go to www.parenting911.org. Book a 15-minute strategy session with me or choose one of the coaching programs. Our training helps parents relieve stress.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face-to-face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Truso even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Truso is live, y'all. We've launched in beta, and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Truso. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Trousseau is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Marak Hicks, founder and CEO of Miracle Recruiting, and I am your business moderator on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. I'm joining you from Philadelphia. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Frizelma Lynn. Frizelma Lynn is the CEO and founder of Parenting 911 University. Parenting 911 University is a leading online education platform that provides school districts with Parenting 911 coaches who focus on comprehensive parental involvement plans, or PIPs, to empower parents as major stakeholders in their child's education and prepares staff members through professional development workshops on how to compassionately work with parents. As a retired teacher, assistant principal, adult and community education coordinator, and federal programs coordinator, all of her educational background is compiled with her parent coaching and personality profile certifications to promote a deeper family connection through structure, communication, reliability, empowerment, and community. Ms. Lynn and her husband are parents of 6 adult children and 9 grandchildren. She is a cancer survivor and thriver who continued to teach, coach, and mentor in the face of her life-threatening adversity. Through this experience, she became a published, award-winning author. Her latest book focuses on transforming discipline in 3 steps, entitled You Need a Butt Whoopin', sold on Amazon. The main focus is that discipline is not punishment. It teaches the 3 steps of the discipline process. She's always striving to make a difference in people's lives, especially in the lives of children. I introduce to you Frizelma Lynn. Hi, Frizelma.
Hello, hello. How are you, Marak?
Good. I'm doing well. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I don't have little people, but I'm taking notes. And with that, I'll say genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Excellent. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It is a joy to be here. So I am Frizelma Lynn. I am the founder and CEO of Parenting 911 University, which is a leading online education platform that provides school districts, childcare facilities, private schools, Christian schools, Head Starts, with certified Parenting 911 coaches. Our mission is twofold, where the first part is we need to alert society of the severity for more in-depth, comprehensive parental involvement strategies. Our second part is to certify intensely trained coaches to provide parents and staff with critical life building skills. Now, all of us, we see the world around us. We know that parents are different today than years ago. We know that some parents are struggling, not knowing what to do. We see the change in how the children act and react, the impulsivity, the not knowing what they need to do, the inconsistency, all of that. We are seeing the results of all of that. However, many times, most of us just see a problem and we talk about a problem, complain about a problem, but we don't step out to do anything about the problem. So let me just take you on a quick little history lesson. My elementary school days, I would have said once upon a time, but yeah, we're going to start a little bit from the beginning and tell you about Parenting 911. The university has evolved from the original or the parent business, FTP, which is for Zelma Teaching Parents LLC, where I am the CEO and owner. Out of the urgency many parents have experienced or that we see them experiencing, I became the Parenting 911 coach. The name Parenting 911 lets you know there is an urgency to resolve a problem. Sometimes it's several problems. As a teacher and school administrator, my entire career, I had to work not just with students, but also with parents to try to help parents, to guide parents, to show them other alternatives, to raise their expectations for their own children. So now I can focus on that completely. Think about it this way. When you have a fire, you dial 911 and ask for the fire department. When you are sick, you dial 911 and ask for an ambulance. But when children are being disrespectful and defiant, who do you call? Or when you don't know how to have a better relationship with your children because maybe your parents never had a great relationship with you, who do you call? What about when life is chaotic at your home? Maybe work is smooth and you know how to handle things and lead at work, but you get home and everything just falls apart. And for whatever reason, you don't know how to corral things or regain control or organize things. Well, who do you call? Exactly. You didn't know who to call, and in most cases, there wasn't anyone to call. However, now you can call Parenting 911. You can go to our website at www.parenting911.org and register for one of our programs. A little story. A parent that I'm presently coaching told me that she didn't understand before now that everything she was doing with her child's life was molding him into the adult he will one day become. She became very tearful just thinking about the things that she's been doing and how that is either going to help him or hinder him from being the man she wants him to be one day. She doesn't practice consistency. And we mentioned the importance of that at every session. I like to say, if it's not consistent, it's non-existent. At the end of the session, however, I said, please contact me if needed. And she responded with, I certainly will call 911 for parenting. And I thought, perfect. Now parents will have somewhere to call 911 for parenting. All right. So now at least you know who to call, sort of like the song with Ghostbusters, who you're going to call. So now you know who to call. At present, we provide virtual and in-person one-on-one sessions, small group sessions. We provide coaching services such as workshops for schools, for school districts. We present at church events, community events, for corporate personal development workshops, etc. I often tell people wherever parents are, that's where Parenting 111 needs to be. So the name Parenting 911, and I just said Parenting 11, I meant Parenting 911. That's where Parenting 911 needs to be. So the name Parenting 911 shows that help is not on the way, but help is here. Help is here, waiting for you to contact us, connect with us. Go to Facebook, Parenting 911. Go to Instagram, Parenting 911. Go to our YouTube channel, Parenting 911, and get information that you need. So help is not on the way, help is here. Why is Parenting 911 University important? Because I've given you how things have evolved, starting off as just one-on-one sessions to group sessions to workshops all across the city, even citywide partnership with the mayor and city council members who have contracted with me to do citywide Parenting 911 workshops for anyone that lives in the city. So if you are a city official, please listen, because we are at a point in our society where we need to immerse parents in better parenting strategies, in research-based, effective, and practical parenting strategies. So personally, I believe, truly I believe, every child deserves a structured, loving, nurtured, disciplined, and safe environment to live in, to grow up in. However, there are many influences working against this outcome. Some are the home environment. Sometimes our homes are toxic without us even realizing they are. And then sometimes parents realize the toxicity. However, they don't know how to detox the home. They don't know what to do to disarm the dysfunction in the home, especially if that's all they know. If that's all they know, it's normal for them, but even that normality is uncomfortable. So home environment can be one of those influences working against a child growing up in a loving, nurtured, safe environment. The internet and all the things that it brings with it when a child is unsupervised and a parent is not tech savvy. When that parent has no clue of what that child is watching or doing or listening to, or who's influencing their minds. Peers. Sometimes peers at school can be a negative influence for a child. And then so many other things, gaming and the people that you meet online from other countries. Those predators who are just looking for a young child, maybe 10 to 15-year-old. All of those are negative, harmful influences that will keep a child from growing up in that loving, nurtured, disciplined, safe environment. Right now, our nation is trying to figure out some things. So with one of the nationally raised concerns being school safety. Now, I just talked about home safety, but school safety and school security. Many of our children aren't being in a safe environment at home, in the community, and then oftentimes there are issues of safety and security even at school. At this point in our society, much focus is on SROs. Those are the security resource officers, for them to be the problem solvers at school. Articles show that governors and other leaders feel the need to budget funds for the purpose of heightening security in our schools, having that SRO present in schools. And it's pushing toward having at least one SRO in every school. Stats show an increase in school violence over the years, with a rise in fights, a rise in shootings over the years, weapon possessions, and other violent incidences at our schools or in our schools. Having security resource officers, SROs, present the school with someone there to help intervene. They can help deter potential threats and provide a faster response if in case of an event that calls for emergency, a first responder. There are mental health crises going on all around, especially in our schools. So the SROs can also provide support and assistance in a student situation where the student may be struggling with a challenging mental health issue or behavior challenges, and the SRO will help prevent potential incidences. There's also a concern about drug and alcohol prevention. SROs can also help enforce the school policies in that area, as well as educate, the students. All of this is understandable. And I know you're asking, well, what does this have to do with Parenting 911 University? It's very understandable for leaders to try to regain order in the area using school resource officers for safety and security, because we need for our children and the school staff to all be safe. However, the resource officers are just and can only focus on the symptoms. These issues will probably continue to escalate until we do what Artesia Williams just talked about when she talked about debt. She said that a tree grows in both ways, up and down. So the SROs are the part of the tree growing up. Other things that the leaders, the governors, different people are trying to do is all on the top side, on the side with the leaves and the budding of fruit. We concentrate more on advancement. However, what about the roots? The roots. The SROs will concentrate on the symptoms. However, it's the roots that we also must concentrate on. Therefore, Parenting 911 University is not focusing on the symptoms or the leaves or the part of the tree that grows up. It's not focusing on all the advancements, all the technological advances, AI, and all the STEM university information and advancement and courses. Parenting 911 University is focusing on the roots that's growing underground, the foundation, the thread that goes throughout our society, because all of us have parents. Absolutely all of us have parents, whether they are in our lives or not. whether we know them or not. We still have parents. We're focusing on several roots to many of our issues, our school issues, our society issues, our community issues. This outlier is driving us to focus on training coaches for parent empowerment and training coaches for school collaboration for the betterment of the lives of our children, our communities, and our world. Coaches participate in a 20-hour training session over 5 days, 4 hours per day. And if satisfactorily completed, they receive certification to become a certified parenting 911 coach. These trainings are scheduled 3 times per year. And as you go to our Facebook page and our website, you will begin in the next few days seeing the marketing for our very next session that will be this summer. Justifiably, if each school needs an SRO for safety and for security to make sure the students and the staff are safe, that means that each school also needs a parenting 911 coach to reconnect family and school for the overall success of students. You see, so oftentimes our parents are disconnected from the school. Now, I used to tell our oldest, wherever you are, I have a right to be there. Until you are 18 and graduated from school, wherever you are, I have a right to be there. We have so much so disconnected our parents from the decision making of their child's academic success. Many parents don't feel that they are a part of what goes on at school, don't feel that teachers and staff inform them about what's going on. They don't feel they really have a voice about the decision-making process of their child's academic success. So the Parenting 911 University is reconnecting all of that, revising all of that, restoring that connection, because parents really are the primary stakeholders for their children's success, their academic career, and ultimately for their future. So for more information about Parenting 911 University and about the Parenting 911 coaching programs and services, please go to www.parenting911.org and set up a strategy session with me. We need to talk about these issues. Parenting is the most profound task we will ever have. We are molding the lives of our children, and we need to make sure that we have the strategies needed to mold them as best we can. It's really not so much about all we know, because we may not have had parents to model for us what good parenting looks like. Or we may have been in foster care and gone from home to home to home to home, and we were never anywhere long enough for anyone to truly teach us about good parenting. Now, the resources are at your fingertips. is not about what you don't know, but it is about what you don't want to know. It is about what you refuse to learn. So the resources are at your fingertips. You may be a school administrator or a district superintendent. You may be the headmaster or a retired teacher. You may be the mayor or the city council member or county commissioner person. You may be the governor. Whatever leadership position you are in, we as leaders must understand that the root of the problems stems from parenting and a connection with school, the collaboration. We have to bring together the two. We have to equip both sides. So Parenting 911 University is calling out to all the leaders, all of those who are the decision makers for the lives of children, for the academic success of children. Please schedule a strategy session with me for your school district, for your city. And we can talk about how to start a citywide Parenting 911 seminar in your city that will go on for at least 1 year. Remember, if it's not consistent, it's non-existent. So now let's talk for a moment about the books. The very first book, this book is Left with Half of a Face. It is my story through the cancer experience, and it is on Amazon. And it takes you through the entire experience. And I ended up being left with half of an original face. Hopefully, it will encourage someone. As you read it, it will encourage you to keep moving, to keep trying, to keep pressing. Yes, we have different things that happen in life. You know, life is lifing, as they say. However, don't give up and don't stop trying. We have children to raise. We have grandchildren to raise, to help raise. We have a legacy to leave. So let's not give up on life, but keep moving forward. My second book is actually an ebook. The title is The Secret Sauce to Calming Down Life. Now you can go to my website and you can get the ebook. It talks about communication, discipline, and structure, those main pillars that every family needs. We all need that. We all need it. It is the pre-book or pre-information to my latest book, You Need a Butt Whooping. And this book is also on Amazon. And it actually does not teach you how to give a butt whooping. Let's start there. It teaches you that real discipline is a process. Discipline and punishment are not the same things. Even though in our society today we use them interchangeably, they don't have the same meanings. Discipline is a process. It is a 3-step process. In the book, it walks you through discipline, real discipline, what it looks like, what it feels like, how you need to work that in your family with your children. The issue with discipline today is because it's a process, that means it takes time. It's not microwavable. It is right now. You know, it is start here, next step, next step, next step. All right. So in the book, it teaches you the 3 steps. The first one is to instruct a child or a person. I stop right there because in one of my workshops, maybe over a year ago now, there was a chief of police who was present. He was taking notes as I talked about discipline and broke different things down and gave examples. And he went back to his precinct and started using the steps, the process, because we all need discipline. Absolutely every one of us. We just don't like discipline, but we all need it. And truly, if we discipline ourselves, then life goes a little smoother. If we discipline our children, then home goes much smoother. So the 3 steps start off with, you first give an instruction, a directive. You tell your child something to do. Sometimes we fuss at children and we haven't even told them what to do. It's as if we think they need to read our minds. But we are to clearly instruct them on what we want them to do. Then, second step, model for them exactly how we want it done. Model. That takes up your time. That means you have to actually show them what to do. So much so that you're asking questions as you go, making sure they understand, and you're walking them step by step through whatever that is. If it's making the bed, you walk them through it step by step, showing them exactly how you want the beds made. Now, your way may be different from their other parents' way or their grandparents' way. So everybody does need to be on the same page. You can't show them how to make the bed your way, and then, your spouse comes in and makes it a totally different way, and the child gets in trouble. So everybody needs to be on the same page. But you walk them through it. You model for them what you're asking them to do. That's the second step. Now, the third step. Third step is practice, practice, practice. That's third step. The third step is to practice what you preach, is to practice what you've just shown them and what you've also just told them. You now let them practice. Now, this is an issue because in school, many students don't know how to do independent work, because no one's really practicing with them at home how to independently do things. So those students, as long as there's a teacher or an instructional aide or someone sitting right with them and saying, go back and check that. You need to really read that. Read over that again. Are you sure? Are you sure that this is your final answer? As long as someone is there redirecting them and prompting them, they're good. But they don't know how to do that for themselves. Well, discipline at home helps teach them how to do things independently. So that third step, practice, practice, and then practice until you know that they are able to do what you are asking them to do and what you've shown them to do to your satisfaction. One parent said, well, how do you know that they can do it? Because you're right there with them as they practice over and over, so that you can say, no, you don't put it like that. The pillows need to go this way and you need to fluff them up. No. Make sure that you don't tuck in the comforter at the edge. I like for my, so you're right there guiding them every step. And as you practice, you'll know when they know how to do it. You're creating a habit. It's a pattern. And so once you practice over and over and over, the brain then understands this new pattern, this new way of doing whatever that is. And the practicing turns into a habit. All right. So that's what the book helps you with. It talks about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how we have to make sure as parents that the needs are met that our children have. It talks about a consequence chart I provide a consequence chart for parents so that we don't parent impulsively. And many times I know, it's just kind of right off the cusp. We just do something. We react to a situation or to something that's been said. However, we don't need to parent impulsively. We always need to be calm and parent from a calm place. Even if you need to say, hold on, pause, I need a moment to gather yourself before you address whatever that might be. All right. So now those are the books. And remember, they are on Amazon. As I do, and I still do, Parenting 911 programs and workshops and presentations at churches and different places for different groups and different organizations. I do ask them to use the book, to purchase the book, because most of what I'm going to talk about, it's going to come out of the book. We all need to work on those three areas. Many of us complain about how things are falling apart at home, but we don't have any structure at home. So your structure deals with your rules and your routines. It changes the whole environment when you are consistent. Remember, consistency. And then when you know the proper way to discipline that I just spoke about, that way it's fair to your children. Sometimes we want to punish children for things that we haven't even taught them. And we'll say things like, you know better. And the question is, do they? Did you teach them better? So we talk about discipline, and then we also talk about communication. I'll end with this part. Communication is absolutely necessary to build a relationship. But if the communication is harmful or hurtful, it will tear down a relationship. If the communication is non-existent, it will cause a good relationship to then start crumbling. So parents, we have to learn how to communicate with our children. And I know some of you are saying, what do you mean? How? Just talk. Well, as children grow up and develop, we have to make some adjustments with how we talk with them. We have to talk to them in an age-appropriate way. Some of the parents that I coach and have coached, they have adult children. And yes, I coach parents with adult children as well. And the issue there is not knowing how to communicate with another adult that is your child. And so what parents try to do is still talk to those adult children as if they are young children. Well, they are not, and they deserve the respect from their own parents. Respect them as an adult. So we have to make sure structure, discipline, and communication are first. The Parenting 911 University will train coaches to be able to do the things that I've just mentioned and oh so much more. The goal is for us to place Parenting 911 coaches in every school. It will help the schools have a better relationship with parents. It will help the school and the staff be able to engage with parents so much more, so much better, to uniquely and compassionately engage with parents, not talk over their heads, not look down your nose at them, but to honestly and truly engage with compassion, to help guide those parents into making better decisions for their children. Parenting 911 University is all about rebuilding, repairing, restoring our communities, our societies, but we have to start with home, with our parents, and then with school, with our faculty and staff. Go to www.parenting911.org and you will be able to set up a strategy session with me. Let's talk about Parenting 911 University. You will also be able to look and see the services and programs that we already have available.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zelma. Thanks for sharing the website. Do you have any social media handles that people can follow you on as well?
Most certainly. Parenting 911. Parenting 911 for Facebook, Parenting 911 for Instagram, Parenting 911 for YouTube. Yeah, Parenting 911.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing more insight into ways that you can support parents with navigating PIP plans for their children and navigating the school system with their children. Really appreciate the information. I took some notes. I will be sharing with my friends because I have 2 godchildren. So I do appreciate that so much. Awesome. And with that said, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
Bye. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. The Expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's going across the screen, $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give up to $5,000 to 10 students as well as laptops. Students who are interested can register online at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so I want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for April of 2024. Those are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richet's Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Marjorie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, 5-Star BDM Media, Milani Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
My name is Katie Bennett, and I own Lexicon Presents Publishing. We are a publishing and media company that helps you take your story and share it with the world. For a while, I just had my family telling me to just hang it up, get over it, and I had no support. And it was in your program that I really understood the necessity for having that help, having that support. And so now I actually feel like a CEO as we scale, as our clientele changes, as my company is opening doors for other people to, take care of their families. It's just completely changed from just a mom who was publishing books. I was at a point where my job, although it was paying really well, wasn't enough. And my business was always in the red, and I was tired of it. And so I came in just hoping to get some sort of help to just not end up in the red every month. Ooh, wow. Okay, so there was one in particular, I cannot remember his name, but he asked me, he said, why are you in business? And I told him that I wanted to make a difference and I want to help my community. And he let me ramble on for a while. And then when I was done, he was like, okay, all of those things are great. They make you a humanitarian, not a business owner. And he was the one who told me, he's like, you have this great service and you're offering it at like a great value price. So to someone like myself, we don't know that we're going to get the value of what you're actually bringing. And so that gave me the confidence I needed to raise my price. It gave me the confidence to go after my actual client that I actually prefer to work with. And it really just changed everything for me. I don't think without him kind of giving me that push, I don't think I would have gotten to this point or position. Wow, the benefits is just having a coach that holds you accountable. They set goals with you. That's been my favorite part. She has amazing experience, you know, and so she brings her strategies and her ideas, and she helped me narrow down, you know, what services I actually wanted to offer, how I could actually continue to offer it, how many clients at one time could I have. All of the information that she's given has just really transformed my entire company. And so I know I would have never gotten to where I am today and having some of these partnerships that I'm, you know, having now without her help. Going to get information that you're not going to find on YouTube. You actually take the time to strategically give us the information, then give us time to actually apply it. I would also say that so that you're not just out on a ledge alone trying to figure this out. Like, you deserve to be in a community with other people who also want to grow their business. And then finally, you know, the biggest thing I think I took away from CMET was that I had a whole office in Longwood. I still do, and at the time, I had not paid my business tax receipt. I didn't know that that was something you had to do. So that was like one of the first couple days of information. And I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go get that together right now. So I'm really glad that, you know, CMET was there for myself. And, you know, anybody else who has the opportunity, they need to do it.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into to what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons that I do pictures so large. You know, people ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
The African company and the African CEO is making a conscious decision to bring on someone external to the continent versus bringing on someone who is from Ghana or Kenya or South Africa. And so the skill sets of the people that we take through our executive leadership training program and ultimately on the placement, obviously have to be extremely high caliber. So what we look for are corporate executives at the vice president to C-suite level, as well as Black entrepreneurs. When we look at the Black corporate executives, we're looking for some very specific skill sets, whether that be around supply chain, sales and marketing, engineering, product development. We want our folks to be able to add immediate value to the corporate board, right? And the other thing is, even if they don't necessarily have specific industry experience, they're bringing a diversity of thought.
Are you aware that showing off your expertise can gain customers and position you as an expert in your industry? Consumers need confidence to purchase. So let us showcase your knowledge by interviewing you for a 3 to 5 minute video. We'll position you as an industry expert with a customized interview style video, and for a limited time, we'll cover all production costs. Click this ad or call now for all the information. You'll want to experience the same 5-star service our customers love. So take advantage of this one-time offer. Click this ad or contact us now.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
In the heart of America, there are dreams waiting to be realized. Dreams of owning a home, creating a haven for families, and building a future. Yet, there are 13 million mortgage-ready home buyers and nearly 20 million renter households who have the credit and income to qualify for a mortgage but remain left out of the home buying process. These potential home buyers are in urban and rural America, where dreams should flourish. The big banks, the giants of finance, have all exited the mortgage lending business, decreasing their lending footprints across America. They are no longer present and active in these communities. Instead of offering opportunities for home ownership, some of these banks have chosen a different path. They have decided to become mega landlords. They have chosen to invest billions of dollars in rental homes, leaving potential home buyers with fewer options and stuck in a cycle of renting without the chance to build equity and create a legacy for their families. Here is the shocking truth. A report issued by the Home Ownership Council of America revealed that if lenders were to step forward and serve this underserved market, they could conservatively increase their loan volume by $1.5 trillion. $1.5 trillion. This is $1 trillion business opportunity, ripe for the taking. That's why I Have a Dream Home is here. We support the American dream of home ownership in urban and rural America. We believe in the power of social consciousness and the impact it can have on people's lives. Investing in urban and rural America is not just good business sense. It's a moral imperative. Our mission is clear. Become the go-to mortgage lender in these communities. Create a pathway to home ownership for all Americans, breaking the cycle of poverty by empowering families to build wealth, stabilizing our communities, and taking pride in our country. I Have a Dream Home. Unlocking dreams, transforming communities, and rewriting the story of American home ownership. For more information, scan the QR code or visit our website at www.ihaveadreamhome.gold.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Marak Hicks, and I am the founder and CEO of Miracle Recruiting. And I'm also your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Troy Richardson. Troy Richardson is a multi-talented executive known for his tenacity and empowering work. He is a New Yorker who resides in metropolitan Washington, D.C., where he runs RCG Richardson Consulting Group, LLC, a company dedicated to fostering long-lasting partnership. With over 30 years of experience leading sales organizations, he has amassed over $400 million in revenue. Troy's ability to develop relationships at all levels of an organization is an unmatched skill and enables him to build sustainable and profitable relationships. Troy is also a passionate advocate for veterans, homeless, blind community, and the special needs community. He is currently serving as an executive board member to 4 nonprofit organizations. Troy's involvement is evident to everyone, the level of dedication he has to the community. As a licensed financial professional and educator, international speaker, and media owner, a former U.S. Air Force member, was mentored by general officers and the vice chief of staff at the Pentagon. His artistic leadership of RCG Media has the company poised to release its first television series on network television in the near future. His collaboration with icons such as Bill Duke, Sophia Stewart, and Dr. Dre. Future collaborations include national tours, TV, film, documentaries, and stage plays. Troy is also a global health advocate, spreading the message of healthy living. He is involved in several community collaborations to empower the people. I am so excited to introduce you to Troy. Hi, Troy.
My New York sister, Marak.
Hello.
Thank you for those amazingly kind words. So appreciative of you and the Black Business Expo. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to kick it to you. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
You better be there too. Hey, good evening, everyone out there. What an exciting time to be alive, right? When I woke up this morning, I did a Facebook Live broadcast because I was going to the Maryland Department of Agriculture to address the Maryland farmers. And I'm part of a coalition, as Marak said, 4 nonprofits. One of those nonprofits, it's with 87 years young Bishop Vandy Kennedy and the Walker Mill Community Development Corporation. So we were summoned by the governor of Maryland to address these farmers. And it was incredible. It was incredible. I met so many wonderful people that are so hardworking to bring fresh fruits and vegetables to our homes and to the local farm markets so people can have accessibility and affordability. And again, I was blown away by the stories that I heard, the struggles, the challenges. But the best part of it, I came into that room with solutions, right? Oftentimes, it's so easy to point out the wrongs without bringing something that's going to right that wrong. So easy to point out the deficiencies without bringing efficiencies to it. So easy to point out the problems without bringing a solution. But today, I brought several solutions for these farmers, such as, many of you know, I'm a former and current government contractor, facilitator of an IRS program, an economic impact program that less than 2% of all businesses and government agencies are currently taking advantage of because they just don't know. What do they say? Lack of knowledge, you are going to perish. Many of our businesses have perished, and many are still struggling coming out of that pandemic. It's been what? Almost a year and a half since it's been officially gone, and our businesses are still struggling. And this is one instance that they don't need to struggle because the IRS has made this economic impact program pretty simple. You don't have to produce any financial reporting. You don't have to worry about those taxes. Now, y'all know, let's keep it real. Our people, when it comes to paperwork, we're not the best organized with that. But the IRS, again, has made this pretty simple that any business, as long as you have 2 full-time employees working at least 30 hours a week, you're going to qualify. Now, you have to be official business. You have to be incorporated. You just can't have business cards thinking you're going to get into this program, okay? Transparent here. You have to be a legal entity with at least 2 full-time employees. And the IRS is really hitting it home with this for those businesses in the form of a tax decrease. For each employee, you're going to get up to $649 savings each year. So you do the math. You just times it. Let's just say average of $500, but up to $649. You take the number of employees, times it by 500, and that's the type of savings you're going to get on a yearly basis. And it's never going to stop until you stop your enrollment in the program. But why would you stop? Because there's no net cost to you, the business, or the employees. You are also, as a business, going to get from the IRS, again, up to a 40% decrease in your workers' compensation rate. Oh my God. But it doesn't stop there because the employees, remember, the employees are not coming out of their pocket, no net cost whatsoever. The employees are going to get an average of about $1,000, many times more, in wellness benefits for themselves and their families and the kids up to age 26. Now, here's the thing that really attracted me to this program. These benefits are done at group rates, although the IRS is providing a monthly allotment that covers the payments you are not paying as the employee. But when you decide, if you decide to leave wherever you are, you're taking them with you. These benefits are portable. All my financial professionals right now, they just fell out of their seats. They were like, portable? Yes, they're portable. And here's another strong, powerful caveat to this. You don't have to do no exams. Guaranteed issue. Are you kidding me? So again, folks, IRS has a program out there for our businesses. Many times I hear my people say, we're the last to get anything, man. I'm sick and tired of this. You heard it here. So if you don't take advantage of it, if you don't get in touch with me and my team, then it's on you. Don't come crying to me because I'm going to slam the door in your face. I might not slam the door in Morocco or Dr. Kelly. You know how I can get sometimes. But I'm going to be slow to opening the door for you because you didn't listen to me. So, folks, again, we got an IRS program for you. Take advantage of it. I'm going to give you the number that you can call me at the end of this, but I want to move on to something else in my life that's going on that's going to be coming to a city near you. My partner, Dr. Dre, DOCTORDRE, from Yo MTV Raps. Let me get it right. You know, back in the day, him and that lover, Fab Five Freddy on MTV. He is now a powerful advocate for the blind and amputees and diabetics because he is self-proclaimed, and I proclaim it too, super bad blind, amputee, and type 2 diabetic. But he's become the voice for the accessibility and special needs communities. And we have developed the Love Expo, formerly the Love Tour. Now it is the Love Expo because it has grown immensely in the short 2 months time span that we created and started to develop this expo. We have several cities in Florida that are signing up. It's going to kick off in New York City, the 5 boroughs, and Nassau and Suffolk County. It is going to be crazy. So there's a lot of health and wellness and education about the challenges and the obstacles of everyday daily living, man. And for those of you who don't know, myself as an Air Force veteran, I am vision impaired, right? I could see, I'm legally blind, but I have the pleasure to wake up every day and be able to see a sunshine and see the birds and the flowers. So I am blessed, but I do have challenges. And I was with someone today coming from the Department of Agriculture, and we went to get a bite to eat at a local establishment. I'll let them know, Panera Bread, but the steps, there's no change in color. So you cannot see the progression of steps as you're going down. It just looks like one big step. That's a problem when someone has a vision impairment because they're going to trip, they're going to fall. And my friend actually said one of her girlfriends did fall in another instance in another place where the steps weren't clearly defined and clearly marked and clearly colored. That's just one instance of the challenges and the obstacles that accessibility and special needs individuals have on a daily basis. So the Love Expo, it's going to bring exposure to those communities. And it's going to be, again, health and wellness, major influencers, medical professionals, medical experts, all types of organizations are signing up for this. We got celebrities. It's going to be entertainment. It's going to be music. You know, Dr. Dre's going to bring a lot of his friends from the old and from the new. So it's going to be incredible. And I encourage you, to reach out to me, get in touch so we can bring the Love Expo to a city near you. You're going to hear about it in the months to come as we start to gain momentum and we do the advertising and we start doing the radio and TV spots. But I'm just so excited to be a part of this. And RCG Consulting, RCG Media will be co-headlining this. You're going to see me on stages. I might even, do a little freestyle in a couple of them cities. Might even come out in a song, come out of retirement. That's right. I got it. But there's so much going on. You can see why I'm so excited. But let me just take a minute to step back because I always love to give shout outs to Dr. Eric Kelly and the Black Business Expo and the Black Business Olympics team. Mama Kelly, I salute you and all you have done with this and created it. And Dr. Kelly has taken it and really, really turned this into something special. I had an opportunity to watch some of the speakers earlier this week, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I salute all my fellow colleague speakers out there. You guys are incredible, and I love you to life because you continue to inspire me to want to do more. Whew! And I do so much, guys. Let me tell you. Let me get to the homeless, okay? Because there's so much. And I want to bring awareness, right? So thank you, Dr. Kelly, for allowing me to utilize this powerful platform to bring my initiatives and my concerns to the audience that is listening now. Global audience, over 200 countries, and still growing. But I sit on the board for an organization out in Los Angeles where we are working with homeless women and their children and providing necessary resources for them, not only to get off the streets, but to start to get educated, get these job skills, leadership skills, go get a job, sustain that job, and just never have to be faced with homeless again. We're actually in the process of obtaining some property in LA. Can't tell you where right now because some of y'all gonna show up and I don't want that. But it's an incredible journey working with the local officials, just phenomenal people, caring people, and again, so appreciative. Tiny Town CA Executive Director Chanel Amber Scott, just doing an incredible, incredible, incredible job as we set forth to decrease the amount of women and children on the streets in Los Angeles. It's a terrible situation. Chanel has an incredible story of her own plight of homelessness with her kids back in the day, and she's a living example, and she gives this example and tells her story and empowers other women to let them know, listen, sis, there's hope out there. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning, and nobody's going to determine your destiny and your destination except for you. So she's uplifting and empowering them women and the children to just let them know we care, we love you, and we always going to have your back. And I'm telling you that right now. So if y'all are listening out there in LA, I hope somebody's listening, and you've talked to me before, but I'm telling you again, we got you, right? We got you. We had a building in LA. They went ahead and renovated that, so we had to vacate that, but we're about to obtain another property and pick up where we left off. So just again, shout out to Chanel, Tiny Town CA. Everybody's doing their thing. Incredible. Another nonprofit, and this young lady, she has been on this program before as a speaker, Miss Paulette Smith, and the work that she's doing for the women who have, or the families who have lost a woman due to the circumstances of maternal health and maternal suicide, children that are left behind when they lost their mom. Just incredible story. A couple of years ago, I was privileged enough to be invited to a candlelight vigil, virtual, and so many family members were on this vigil telling the story of their loved one, of that mother, of that wife, of that sister, that cousin, that friend who determined that in her life she had no hope, and the only thing left was to take her life. It was a somber, somber, somber moment, but yet it was uplifting because the memories and the stories that they were telling, it brought tears to your eyes, but it also brought joy to your heart, knowing that there's organizations out there that care enough to focus on the families and especially the children that are left behind. And I want to share something with you, right? Because this is special. This is my Faza bear. I hope you can see her. She's beautiful. She's soft. Miss Paulette Smith, God bless her, man. She creates these, she makes these, and she provides these to the kids. This is the caliber of people that I'm surrounding myself with. And let me tell you, you can get that bear, and they also have rabbits. She makes rabbits. And I'm telling you, when I say they're soft, when my granddaughter comes here, she tries to take it. But I did get her own, just to let you know. But Faza, Friends of Zane Adams, doing amazing, incredible work for women going through postpartum depression. Because we want to get them right now. We want to meet them where they are. We want to come to where you are. There's help out there, folks. So I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but that's on purpose because you could look at this broadcast over and over again, and you're going to be able to get the piece that suits you, that you could relate to. But this platform is all about empowerment. The Black Business Olympics, Black Business Expo. It's all about empowering our brothers and our sisters all over the globe to get your stories out there, right? Powerful, powerful medium for us to come together, to collaborate and make a difference. Like Eartha Harris in Baltimore, Maryland. Just had my first conversation with this sister. She's a community activist in Baltimore. She has an event building where people do events. She has a Caribbean restaurant. She does dance. She's in the community, just helping everybody who needs help. And we're going to lock arms and we're going to work together and we're going to do some things in Baltimore that are going to be special, and it's going to make a difference. It already is making a difference. I already see just from 2 days of collaborating and putting some ideas together with her, I already see the impact that we're going to have. So there's so much going on. I just want to encourage you, if you're an entrepreneur out there and you don't know how to get started, if you're a small business and you've been in business less than 5 years, you need to call me, because I have resources for you. And my consulting firm, it's built on affordability. When I created this, there was a void, because as I was looking to get into the business world and create my own, people were giving me outrageous prices. And I just knew, first of all, I'm New York. You're not going to take me. Not saying that just because I'm from New York, that's not it. But I was really raised by some hustlers, okay? Keeping it real. So I was prepared for all that. Doesn't matter where you're from, it matters where you at. But just know, don't let nobody take advantage of you. Don't jump at the first 3 prices. Take your time when you're putting these resources together. And I have a variety of people that I work with. It's not just me. I partner with other companies to provide resources, like Allison Bennett and Wealth Building Systems, her and her husband. They have been helping businesses get funded for over 10 years successfully. Again, there are a lot of funding companies going out there telling you what they're going to do. And then it gets to the point where, oh, we got to redo your business plan. That's going to be $4,000. Oh, we got to put this marketing together. That's going to be $1,000. Or we need to work on your website. That's going to be $199 up front and then $99 a month. Man, if you don't get out of here with that, I'm so sick of that. So please, I'm encouraging you, don't get discouraged. Call Troy, okay? The telephone number, 202-517-4922. And you could always hit me on the email at Troy, that's TROY, at rcghome.net. Now I'm going to talk about one other thing going on. Is it one? Marak, is it one? I think it's one. And that's the television series. I just got off the phone with my executive director, Gilbert Glenn Brown. You might know him from several things, but most people know him most recently as he played Martin Luther King Jr. in the Respect movie with Jennifer Hudson. Did an amazing job too. I got to give, he did a great job, right? So Gilbert and India Alston, she's the VP of marketing. She came up with the phenomenal marketing deck. But what I wanted to do from the onset was give everybody a chance to be a part of a major television project. And this medical television series, it is phenomenal. The writers, Sophia Raniero and Gilbert, did a phenomenal job with the script. Of course, you know, taking my lead because it's basically my story, what I went through as a parent in the NICU unit. And I tell those stories. Oh my God, there's so many. Anybody who's been through the neonatal intensive care unit, I was in there 5.5 months. You know what I'm talking about. It is a team. You have the staff, you have the other parents, you have the hospital administrator, you have everybody working together to just support the courageous babies. And at that time, 2002, my son, he was in the palm of my hand and I had room to spare. Can you imagine? I had room to spare. And I got Michael Jordan hands, but they're pretty big. But my son was so small and he weighed like 1 pound and 3 ounces. Guys, he flatlined one night because I was there just about every night. And that buzzer went off in the room because he had the oxygen on. And that thing went doo. And I just, but before I could go say help, the nurse ran in there. Doctor was right behind her. running down the hallway with Troy Jr., and I'm just running behind him saying, "Doctor, save my son, please, doc, save my son." And he did. He did. So just shout out to George Washington University Hospital. Without you, I wouldn't have my son. And we would not have this medical television series. At least I don't think so. Because if I hadn't lived through that, I don't think that I would have developed a story about it. So there's so much going on, guys. We just got the exclusive rights to a stage play from my girl, my sis, Dr. Sarita Graham, another one who's been on here speaking before. Powerful play called Reflections. And it just tells the story about the opioid crisis, how we've lost so many, how we're losing so many, how so many are just addicted to the opioids and the challenges and the struggles that they're going through. And she would know because she runs a facility for men and women, substance abuse, in Kansas City, Missouri. So she lives with it every day. I hear the stories, I hear the challenges, and they must keep a big supply of Narcan, right? That's that Narcan. When somebody ODs, you inject them, and whatever it does, it brings them back to life. So Dr. Sarita Graham, love you. Reflections, the stage play. And listen, first 5 people that hit me up, 202-517-4922, I'm going to make sure you at least get the trailer. How's that, right? You got a nice trailer. I know, brothers out there going, and I hear the story, so I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell on y'all. Y'all cheat when it comes to dates, brother. So if you want to have one of them cheap dates, go ahead, get some. I don't eat this stuff. Go ahead, get some McDonald's and just pull up the trailer on your computer, and you and your girl have a nice Friday night cheap date watching the best movie trailer that you ever gonna see with Reflections and eating on your McDonald's, okay? I don't encourage you to do that, but if you have to, at least you're gonna be watching a magnificent trailer and you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna laugh. So guys, I covered a lot. If you want to get involved with anything that I'm doing, especially the businesses, the entrepreneurs, you must reach out to me so we can just fine tune what you're doing. And it's a collaborative process. We're not going to tell you what to do. We're going to ask you so many questions. We're going to figure out your goals, what you want to achieve, what you've done thus far, what your target audience is, and where you want to be. Not in 5 years. 5 years, you might be gone, right? So where do you want to be in a year? What are the milestones that you want to hit immediately? We're going to have a roadmap to your success, right? Because if you don't plan your success, you just might as well plan to fail. That's just as simple as it gets. It's not an overnight process. It is a journey, but as long as you know the steps to that journey, then you're going to be ahead of the game. You truly are. I mean, life is so short. Life is so short. My man, Dr. Dre, just lost someone close to him 2 days ago, right? I've lost relatives in the recent past. I'm like recent future, and you just never know. So we need to live life like it's our last day, and we need to pour in to each other. We need to leave the egos. As you know, no egos. It's all about we goes. We go together. We got to support one another. We have to share information with each other. And when I say share information, sometimes you got to pay a little bit, right? You got to pay a little bit. Support the business, right? I've been doing this over 30 years. That's worth something. I'm going to give you some free nuggets, but listen. All right, when you go into Macy's or whatever, they ain't giving you nothing free. So we got to be ready to pull out that credit card, Cash App, PayPal, whatever it is, and support our brothers and our sisters. That's the way we're going to solidify and unify our future, one at a time. So, guys, again, the number is 202-517-4922. TROY, that's Troy at rcghome.net. And I'm trying to think. I think I got everything covered. If you're interested in a community coalition, we have that too. We got the blueprint. It's duplicatable. We're also getting calls from all over to bring that program to a community near you. Exercise, fitness, latchkey aftercare program, nutrition. And we have a boxing gym with the world champion boxer. Shout out Lamont Roach Jr. He just whipped my man Garcia, not Ryan, the other Garcia, a couple months ago to take that title. So we're doing big things over here, guys. And I see my sis, Marak, is back in the building. I think I'm out of time. Marak, are we good?
You still have a couple minutes. So before we let you go, I did want to check in. You shared your email address and the website. Do you have social media handles that people can find you on?
My handle's RCG Consulting for everything.
Okay. And that's on Instagram, TikTok, social, Twitter, X, Facebook, all of the locations.
Yes. And I got one other thing. I got to plead with my audience here. I know y'all could do this. I just put a snippet out there, my man Bill Duke, and I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to make you go viral. So I got a snippet out there. Y'all got to help me make Bill Duke go viral, right? Forget this Beyonce with the Beehive and the Taylor Swift with the Swifties. Let's make my man Bill Duke and the Dukies go viral. That's my purpose. That's my mission. Y'all help me do it.
I'm here for it. How do we do that? Is he on social? What are his social media handles?
Well, it's my video that I created for him.
Okay.
So it's all over my social media. It's on TikTok. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube.
Alrighty.
You're going to see it out there. Trust me.
Alright.
And I'm going to tag Black Business Expo. Yeah.
We appreciate that. Alrighty. Well, Troy, it's been an absolute joy having you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us and for telling us a little bit about your business and what you have going on. You have something else to tell me? Because you still have 3 minutes. We can do for 3 more minutes.
Okay. Well, I don't quite have 3 minutes, but I always got to close with this.
Okay.
Unless you need me to take 3 minutes, then I'll do 3 minutes. But I just want to tell everybody, right? It's time to just forget about being a human being. Start being human. Think about that. Start being human. The basic human principles of respect, of love, of honor, especially when it comes to our women. Uplift our women. Every opportunity you get. And I'm serious. I'm sick and tired of our women being demeaned by our men, by Black men. Stop it. It must stop. I have an amazing web series called Queens Rising. The next couple episodes are all things hair. Any women, any salon owners out there want to get involved with that, reach out to me. Queens Rising, all things hair. The women, the queens are amazing. And they're giving a lot of jewels, not only about hair, but about life. It's incredible. And I told them the same thing. My mission is to make sure that y'all get the respect you deserve. So that's one of my pet peeves. The way we treat our women, the way we talk about our women, the way we talk to our women, it's got to change, right? If we don't do it, then the rest of the world is seeing us do this nonsense, and they're not going to respect them. So let's get it together. Let's get that together. And our kids, invest in the kids. Invest in the kids. Don't just walk by them shaking your head. Stop and have a conversation with them. I do it every day on my walk and on my run. I stop and I talk to these kids. Ask them how their day was. Ask them how school going. Just have a conversation with them. And I'm going to end with this. Don't nobody love you more than Troy, but God. God bless you all. Thank you, Dr. Eric Kelly, Black Business Expo. Love, love.
Love you. Love you. Thank you so much. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Salute.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. The expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's floating on the screen $BBX USA. Our goal is to give up laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students who are interested can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so I want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for April of 2024. Those are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Frichet Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Marjorie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, 5-Star BDM Media, Milani Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I will see you on the other side.
So are you going to the Christmas party on Saturday?
Of course. What do you think folks will say if my wife and I didn't show up? Plus, they miss my dance moves.
Please, those moves from the 80s? Seriously lame.
Lame? Well, maybe a little bit, but this chief of surgery always gets the party started, sister. What's going on with your hand?
Nothing. Just tired. Stress.
Jen, we've known each other a long time now. And we've always been honest with each other. What's going on?
Come on, Mark. I'm fine.
That hand says otherwise.
It's nothing. Look, this does not interfere with my ability to do my work.
Jan, until you get a complete workup, you know I can't let you back in the operating room. Mr. Menchef, did anyone else have access to your badge last night? Say around midnight. Because the computers here at your lab show that somebody was here. And although your cameras don't show it, somebody was in your building. The chip is his property. Belongs to him.
No, he belongs to no one. Simon, do you belong to him? No, he has a right.
He has no rights. Belongs to him. Chain up. Wrong? He just wrote free man. I am not chaining him up.
Hey man, where's the bathroom at? Huh? You know you're the only one, right?
Right, she's number 2, and that one's number 3, and number 4.
All of this stuff, it's not pleasure. This is business. It's not. Relax. Enjoy yourself, all right?
You know where they are. I know you know. You're just lucky I'm a nice guy.
This house is for sale. You go in and act like you want to buy the place. Look around. Find everywhere you want to go. That way you'll know the floor plan.
Aren't you worried that they might call the cops afterward?
No. Because when he gets back, we gonna kill him and his wife.
Lock this up. Somebody forgot to throw away the key.
Sir, she's gone, but you're gonna make it, okay?
My heart is aching, but I'm a fool.
let it go on breaking.
No way. Hey, look, guys, it's spaghetti.
Hello, how are you?
I don't believe this. Hey, could you do me a big favor and spook my kids for me?
I'm with my friends.
Could you do me a favor?
All right.
Come on, please.
Spaghetti, thank you.
Come on, for the camera, just one more time, please.
I'll give you one standing up.
Yeah.
Framed up. Shouldn't be shooting this.
Yeah.
Spaghetti!
Yeah.
Spaghetti!
That's it.
Oh, spaghetti!
Yeah.
Spaghetti!
Yeah.
Spaghetti!
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools. We help them implement, I love to leave the inherited lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income, and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. Wow. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it. If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that? Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Morris.
Hello, leaders and visionaries. Are we ready to exceed our ambitious goals for 2024? At 5-Star BDM, we're your strategic partners, not just futurists. To the trailblazers in business development, healthcare, and IT, you need a path to realize your vision for growth. Our tailored consulting services are your stepping stones to success. We empower you to build brands, deliver results, and captivate audiences. In healthcare and IT, innovation is progress. At 5-Star BDM, we ensure your operations beat with precision, efficiency, and care. Join those who shape the future. Connect with us today. Let's set the stage for a defining quarter. With 5-Star BDM, it's not just business development, it's a beacon of excellence.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professionals can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start boxing today.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoydu with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely. And this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. Getting out of your comfort zone. Doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic
Cash flow 5, 10, 10, 75.
I use the cash flow app to keep track of my charities.
Cash flow 5, 10, 10, 75 helps you manage expenses, helps keep track of charitable giving, helps you save your money. Cash flow 5, 10, 10, 75. Download it today. Cashflow 5101075 would like to wish the Cyber Bears good luck in this year's first robotics competition.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5 Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6. And then I travel back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style. And it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. People asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tara Bush, and I am the co-founder and COO of the Hello LLC, where our mantra is helping everyone live life optimally. And more importantly, helping entrepreneurs leverage leading-edge optimizations. We help businesses build, brand, automate, and pivot into the future. With over 22 years of corporate C-level experience, I carry a wealth of knowledge and expertise in my professional portfolio. My professional journey has encompassed various facets of business, executive leadership, project management, marketing, systems, space planning, and strategy implementation. I have had the pleasure of partnering with and managing multi-million-dollar projects for the top Fortune 500 companies, prestigious universities, and well-known sports teams around the world, like ExxonMobil, Apple, Samsung, Citgo, HP, Ziegler Cooper, the Houston Astros, the Dallas Cowboys, Bank of America, and Vanderbilt University. What fuels my drive is a passion for innovation and creativity that knows no bounds. I thrive on pushing the boundaries and thinking outside the box to bring fresh, ingenious ideas to the forefront. I turn visions into reality. As a leader, I am a steadfast advocate for integrity and creativity. I am driven by a profound desire to help individuals and businesses create their own return on time investment while leveraging technology. At the Hello LLC, we are more than just a 3D digital marketing agency. We are a community committed to helping, building, and thriving together with integrity. We can either show you, teach you, or do it for you. We believe in the power of innovation to transform the status quo. My fellow professional powerhouses, in the spirit of abundance, I firmly believe that there is enough prosperity in this world for all of us to thrive together. So, I invite you to make the pivot because the future is already here.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. You know, people ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090.
I am Black Business.
Great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Marak Hicks, and I am the founder and CEO of Miracle Recruiting. I am your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Elton J. Benjamin Sr. With 20 years of creative experience, Elton Benjamin is a trailblazer in graphic design, brand strategy, marketing, and visual storytelling, including animation. He's a devoted student of human behavior, seamlessly blending this understanding with his creative flair to uplift brands. His impressive portfolio reflects his global impact, collaborating with diverse clients from nonprofit organizations to churches, executives to small business owners, artists, and musicians. Whether at the inception or rebranding phase, Elton injects creativity, and for Elton, branding, education, and strategic implementation are integral aspects of his life, both personally and professionally. Actively involved in the local and national community, he empowers young minds, emphasizing the role of character in career and talent development. Stay tuned for the impactful contributions from Elton Benjamin, creative professional, as he continues to inspire successful brand execution and design awareness. I'm so excited to bring you Elton. Hi there, Elton. How's it going?
Hey, I'm great. I hope you're doing well today.
I'm doing well. I'm so excited to have you on and excited to have you share a little bit more about your business and your background. I have some questions that I want to ask you, but I guess I would love to start it off by learning a little bit more about what led you or what kind of ignited your passion for graphic design.
Okay. Well, first again, thank you. Thank Black Business Network for having me. Well, I've always been an artist all my life, since a kid, and it was, growing up finding a way to not become a starving artist. So I loved to paint. I used to paint murals and stuff for churches when I was younger, and just got introduced to the digital about end of high school. Just got introduced to the digital side of pushing my creativity. So that's kind of where I came from, traditionally, and went on to, do animation, did internship with Disney. After I left there, I moved to the West Coast to do video games and special effects. So I just moved back and wanted to start branding people on branding and designing for people that wasn't, because I did a lot of stuff for the higher ups, bigger companies, but I just wanted to give like the smaller people, Main Street, a hand up, a step up, to be able to give them opportunity to have that look, to have that polished look, to be able to progress in the industry. And so that's one of my driving forces, and to educate creatives on business and business people on how to deal with creatives, because it's just a different, strange world.
Definitely. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about your design approach, and
Okay.
how you go about blending your understanding of human behavior with creative work to get brands to kind of uplift their brand presence.
Okay. So the thing is and I say this often, our attention span used to be 8 seconds. Now with the increase of cell phones, social media, all that stuff became 3 seconds. So you have only 3 seconds to make people pay attention, right? My approach is to study when I onboard a client. I study their industry, study who's their competitors, and I study what their industry, what is it doing, what is it saying, what needs to be the narrative on your image or your product or your event. what does it need to say differently that's not being already said? And then when I figured that out, okay, I go look for the colors. I go look for taglines that people are already using. So whatever to make me work harder to help them stand out. So my approach is to know your customer. What does your customer hear? What do they see? What do they feel when they see your brand? Because that's ultimately what branding is what somebody feel. It's not necessarily what they see is good, okay, but it's what they feel when they deal with you, your onboarding, your your approach, how you deal with them, and when they finish dealing with you, do they feel good or they feel like they were rushed? They feel like you was not informational enough, or you didn't teach them how to deal with you. And that's usually some of the things that happens is that a lot of creatives set themselves up because they don't teach the client how to deal with them and what to expect. And so when I'm onboarding somebody, I make sure I go through those things so that our approach and our design process can be as seamless as possible. And if there are any changes, there's nothing too far off base of the research and the questionnaire that we went over beforehand. So that's pretty much my approach to the process to designing.
Got you. That makes a lot of sense. What are some common misconceptions about graphic design, brand strategy, or visual storytelling that you often encounter, and how do you combat those misconceptions?
I think the number one misconception is misconceiving your audience.
Okay.
A lot of people think their audience is people that they know, they talk to every day. Well, if that was the case, everybody that you know and talk to every day will have your business running over and you'd be a millionaire overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people get down in the dumps because they say, okay, this person won't support me. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Okay, well, are they educated enough to support you? Do they know enough about what you're doing to support you? And then 9 times out of 10, the people that you don't want to be doing business with them, because business with family and friends can usually get messy. So it behooves you to go out to the billions and billions of people that don't know you, that you had a bigger and better chance of talking to them and winning them over as leads and sales, instead of having to jump over leaps and barrels to compare somebody that you knew all your life that, hey, I'm doing something better and good, won't you jump on with me? They can't see the value. But if you're going somewhere, if your target market is somewhere and your audience is somebody that you're going after that needs your profession, needs your services, then that makes more sense to go after those people. So
Right.
the biggest misconception is to assume your audience. Go find your audience. Find your audience. Find out what your niche is, right? Find out what your niche is, and then go find out an audience that needs that niche and find out a problem that they have and applying your niche, showing them how that can help them solve their problem. So that's a big misconception.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
So you're working with clients, and your role is really to visualize the work that they do, what their businesses are currently doing, and create a brand presence from that visualization. I would love to hear a little bit from you about how you balance creative freedom with meeting the specific needs and expectations of your client. Because sometimes they may not even understand what they're looking for.
Right.
How do you go about balancing that creative freedom with the expectations from them?
Well, 9 times out of 10, a client don't know what they want. They just know what they don't want. Right. And us as creatives, we don't want to spend hours and hours and hours of doing what we feel and what we think is going to be spectacular to come back. And you say, yeah, we're almost there. But if you can change this and change that, I just want to tweak it just a little bit, not a lot. When they don't realize just because they say the word tweak, that tweak can mean 7 hours. Right.
Yes.
And if I gave you a fixed price on what it's going to charge me to do something for you, now I'm working backwards. Right. And losing even the profit margin.
Yeah.
So that process really needs to be looked at with a fine-tooth comb and say, okay, this is how we need to go about this, and this is what I'm gonna charge for this, because I know you're gonna make changes. I know we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. So the balance of that is to have paperwork, documentation, questionnaires to say, okay, this is what we want. This is the colors that I like. These are the fonts that I like. That type deal. And it can seem meticulous at some point, but it's better to handle those hard things right there in the front before you do all this work and then get to the end and figure out you got to go back and change all of that for stuff that you could have fixed with just little hard questions. We never want to have people have a problem with having a budget conversation and having a creativity conversation, a commitment to creative conversation, because some people will give you people will give you an approach and they be like, okay, well, I trust you. I trust your judgment. Da, da, da. No, you don't trust my judgment. Let's trust what we're writing down and researching and putting on the paper, right? Because I see this on another podcast, like the person that you work with that seems like they have not a clue of your industry, when you get it wrong, they're going to become the smartest lawyer that you ever seen in your life. They're going to know everything, what you should have done. They're going to read up on it, things that they've never thought about in their life. But so we have to protect ourselves at the beginning, and how you balance, and that's how you balance it out without, going too much of your part, getting emotional and happy and excited about something, as opposed to taking your time and treating this like a serious walkthrough job instead of something that you're excited about, you're all giddy about. Because if you all giddy, they can read it like blood in the water with sharks, and so they're gonna stretch and take until you set up them boundaries and you set up policies and procedures.
Right.
Because just a transaction of a deposit, all that is a transaction of deposit.
Right.
That's not a transaction of commitment or anything. And a lot of creators are afraid of contracting and that type of deal, but it's important because you'll always pay for it in the end, worse than anything, right? So a $50, if somebody charging somebody, say, and $50 is a low design fee for somebody. If somebody's charging you charge somebody $50, but you done spent 19 hours in something. What kind? You might well work for 1 cent, right? So to balance that, to keep that balance, is make sure you get a good conversation with show me something that you like, give me something that you want, right? And so we just keep a timeline also of that. We try in the real brand area, we try to keep two weeks for delivery. If you do, a lot of people like 72 hours, okay, that's just a one-off. I'm not involved. We don't have no relationship or anything. I'm gonna just give you what you say you want, and then you're out the door.
Right.
But in their mind, they're wanting you to handle it like that 2-week job. But psychologically, you can't, because you're doing it but just like $50.
Yeah.
And so you're robbing yourself by charging cheap prices. You're robbing yourself and you're setting yourself up. And it's hard to get to that. It took me a long time to be able to charge what I charge. But I had to go through the hardships of being okay with not wanting it to do everything.
Yeah.
Because when you're reaching and grabbing for everything, they can feel it and they're going to take advantage of it. And you're going to overexactivate yourself. You're going to overwhelm yourself. And it's just, you're going to hate every time you pull up to work with somebody.
Got it. So basically, know your worth, charge your worth.
Yeah, know your worth, and have a goal. You want to be happy? You want to be mad?
I understand. So your background is in graphic design, brand strategy, marketing, and visual storytelling, and you also have some experience with animation. I would love to hear a little bit from you around how you measure the success of the work that you're doing when you're connecting with the client. Is it the client's enjoyment or like of the final project? Is it the response, public response? How do you kind of go about measuring success?
You said it at the end. Public response, because that's what we're doing. All of us are looking for some kind of vanity to draw somebody to us. And who else does that better than the public? Nobody knows. Nobody knows a car exists. Nobody knows a bag exists. Nobody knows a kind of household lifestyle exists unless you see it on TV, right? And so you're seeing those things, So just put public response. If I do a branding campaign for a kids camp or a church event, when I see that they've got hundreds and hundreds of people coming in, I know that it has worked. And me getting to that point of knowing that it has worked is a process that I follow with my clients. I ask them all the hard questions because only those questions are going to make the difference. Not the nice emotional, hey, I think we can do it. That's great that you think you can do it. But logistically, does this say you can do it? Does it logistically say that you can pull this off? And with all of that I have to come up with, I got to think about, okay, how does this look on? And that I'm like a creative director. Like I know what the end piece gonna look like, right? I know I want the end piece to look like, as opposed to what or what they think or what somebody have told them. I know what it needs to look like, and so I listen to them. But then when we know what the final thing is, then I start working backwards. Okay, what does this photo shoot need to look like? What does this video shoot need to look like? What does this wording need to look like, right? How do you need to start carrying yourself? If you're saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing, okay, do you look like that? Because that's what people are going to, look at. What is your social media saying, right? I say all the time, your LinkedIn is your skill set. What are they going to look at? Your Instagram, your Facebook, and all these other, that's what they're going to look at you for your real life. They're going to look at your responses. They're going to look at you got anything. If you constantly complaining about clients that you've dealt with or how they don't do this, how they do that, guess what? They know they next on the line on the other side of an agreement, and how big that agreement is, they can't tell, but that's your brand also. So my brand is being able to execute.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of kind of the client relationship, would love to hear a little bit more about how you approach building and maintaining strong relationships with the client and collaborators throughout the creative process.
Respect. I say the word respect. You never want to give anybody, if you're taking them on as a client, before you even take them on as a client, you respect them, but utmost you respect yourself. Respect your boundaries, respect your lifestyle. So then when you start respecting yourself, you can also say, okay, I don't want to take on anything that's going to frustrate me. I used to have a designer friend that he was always frustrated. Well, I stopped him. I said, well, if everybody's frustrating you, then it's not everybody.
Right.
How do you set up yourself to not be so frustrated? So when you start respecting himself, then everything else start working. And when you respect yourself, then you can take people's project on with respect, and you ask them, okay, what's the budget that you have? What's the budget that you're gonna start with? Most people gonna say nothing, but you say, please just give me a number, and then we'll see. Well, when they give you a number, say they need you to do something for $700. Okay, well, if you usually charge $2,500 for something, you give them three levels. You give them the high level, you give them the middle level, and you give them a low level. And at the low level, maybe they budget. You say, okay, well, we can't do this in the premium, but I can tell you what we can back into for your budget, right? And that's respect. You don't have to belittle anybody to say, oh, you don't have this much. I really deal with people that usually have more money than you. You don't have to disrespect. You don't have to demean anybody. Everything isn't for everybody, and we just have to be okay with that and walk away without any hurt feelings on each side. Because I mind you this, I don't care if it's 2 months, 2 years, or 5 years, you will come back around to that person. Whether they have made it successful or you have made it big successful, or you guys need to collaborate on something from another client. So it's important to respect people in all those relationships, from the client to the colleague and to yourself.
Got it. Let's talk about industry trends. So How do you stay connected with industry trends and best practices that are coming down the pipeline?
I try to research every day.
Okay.
There's not a day where I don't do as much as all the time, but I try to research or look at some design videos, look at some branding strategy videos, read, avid reader. And I just like to learn new industries. I research industries that I'm working on, projects that I'm working on, and industries that are not directly connected to them, but they are connected to them. So to stay within trends, you just read and keep up with the with if you have different brands, then you search those brands. If I know I'm dealing with a Sony camera, then I'm studying Sony, what's coming out new. If I'm dealing with Adobe, what's coming out new with Adobe that I need to know. If something coming out different with AI, what do I need to know about AI that helps me in my industry? And that's a lot of things that we'll be covering at the conference. But one of the things is to always read, and research every single day.
Got it. Would love to hear a little bit more about what your thoughts are for the future of branding and design, and how do you see the industry evolving in the coming years?
I see it becoming a vast land of a lot of not thinkers, but people that can see beyond the hurdles and the fears of AI.
Okay.
And I think in a lot of industry, more creative industry than anything else, is that people are scared of the big boogeyman of AI. When AI is only like a tool, it's only a car, it's only like a computer, it's only like a search engine, and it's powerful how you use it. Now, there's a lot of people that fell behind when the internet came out, social media, and you had people standing on their bully pit saying, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. But technology didn't stop moving.
Yeah.
Technology, social media and internet closed news printing places. It closed video stores. We never thought Blockbuster or Red, I forget the name of it.
Redbox.
Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
We never thought any of those things would go anywhere. We never thought cabs would go anywhere. A lot of that stuff. And now, serving food and a lot of that stuff. And so you can't stand on your bully pulpit and say, hey, this isn't going to work, because history proves that you're going to get left behind.
Definitely.
So you need to know how to jump on that wave and ride that wave before that wave crashes, because when it comes down, it's going to come down. And when it crashes down, you're going to be on the other side of the wave, sitting in the ocean, just rocking in your own world, complaining. And so I see people need to they say the next 2 years, if you don't know at least 10 or 20% of AI, you're going to be living in the Stone Age.
That makes sense.
So, with the conference that we're doing with Creativerse, I want to teach the people to let's get in front of that stuff. We're dealing with mental health of dealing with this stuff. We're dealing with sales and marketing. We're dealing with entrepreneurship, content creation, all of that stuff that we need for our business.
Yeah.
All these things that we're having at Creative Conference at Red Hat at May 17th and May 18th, what we're doing is we're harnessing all these things that businesses need, not just one or two things, but after you get through learning how to be an influencer, after you get through know how to do sales and marketing and content creation, all these things, you got to know how to deal with this stuff mentally, right? Because everybody's doing it, and so that's one of the trends that I think everybody's afraid of AI, but we're gonna walk everybody through it and let them know how to use it in their life, in their industry.
Got it. So we started and we kind of moved to the future, but let's go backwards just a little bit. Let's say there's a brand new business owner looking to start a business. Can you tell that person what's the importance of building a brand, and what are the 5 things that they should start doing in order to start putting the building blocks together for their brand?
Okay, I would say if you're starting a business, the very first thing I would say is do your research. Do your research, do your market research, do your projected research of the industry that you're about to get into. Because believe it or not, there's companies that have meetings and they have 2 and 3 year, 5 year projections, right? And now the companies are now seeing, people think we're going through a recession now, but they know that the recession is at the end of the year and in the beginning of next year. So now what they've started positioning themselves to start laying off people so they don't lose as much money. You know, we got layoffs all over the place right now.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
laying off people to save money for that bump and rush that they are projected that they're gonna have at the end of the year and the beginning of next year, right? Because we ain't doing Christmas, all of that stuff like that if you ain't got no money to spend, right? So number one is do your projection, do your research of the industry that you're about to get in. 2, make sure that you have resources.
Okay.
Resources. Get you a notepad and start writing down the resources that you already have at hand. You know, you may say, okay, I want to get into being a movie director. I want to do a film. Okay, when your notepad, you write down where it's going to take place at. If it's going to take place at a bar, you write down bar, and then you write down to that, okay, who do I know who has a bar? Where do I go? What bar do I go to? And if I go there enough, do I have enough relationship where they'll let me shoot there at their off hours?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Set up a little scene, set up as the at the off hours. So get your resources together. And don't be afraid. Number 3 is don't be afraid to start small. And you can say, okay, well, I'm starting my business. I'm starting small. I'm starting for nothing. Yeah, but your mindset can't start small.
Yeah.
Your mindset has to say, okay, I'm going to get all these no's, but I know I'm gonna get yes. And so your mindset has to, you have to jump into that. It's either, lack of a better term, it's either die or win, you know, and you're gonna keep winning if you have that mindset, but just don't be afraid to start small. And just think big, because if everybody could reach what you're doing, they would be doing it, but they're not doing it, and they don't have the courage to do it. Number three would be work on your self-image.
Okay.
Work on your self-image. Work on how you present yourself. Work on being able to sell confidently what you're trying to sell, what you know. That's the one thing that people look for you and appreciate about you is confidence. Even if you don't like somebody, people appreciate their confidence. You can go down to Michael Jordan, you can go down to Kobe Bryant, or whoever was great at anything they did. People liked them from afar, but when they celebrated their courage, everybody celebrated their courage. But when they began to get close to them and their world began to open up to everybody, they found out that, this person goes harder. This person isn't that nice as I thought I was. I thought they were, but that's the kind of drive that you have to have for yourself and the push for yourself. That even from people from afar, they can't tell the story because it looks like you're achieving, because you're working on you, and nobody saw like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant working in the gym how they had to. A couple people saw it, but you only saw it on the stage. So work on yourself behind the scenes. And it'll start to tell in front of people, so they don't have to ask questions of who this person is, because that's what they do when you're getting enough highlights and people are looking at you. They're gonna want to look, okay, who is he connected to? What has he done? Can I afford to be connected to him? Does he have a crazy uncle that on his social media that he deals with all the time and he entertains his far left or far right? We that's we kind of want to look at those things, and say, oh, that doesn't matter, but that matters to everything. It's about like when if somebody's doing a movie and they get assumed or accused of something, and and they got to go through litigation or something, they pull that person from that movie because they're not about to let that one person affect their whole situation of a whole movie of all these people, they got to pay and all the money they got to make back.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So, Walker and said, watch what you're affiliated with. Four would be have you a good team.
Okay.
Your team can start small. You don't have to have a lot of money to start a team. You just have to have relationships or somebody you can collaborate with and say, if you do some admin work, I'll do this kind of branding work for you. If you need, and just whatever industry you in, find somebody that needs what you need and kind of work together. Set a contract. How long that you guys gonna say that you're gonna work in this situation, and just do that, right? And 5 would be sell.
Definitely.
Sell, because if you don't sell, you're out of sight, and you're out of mind, and you're out of business, right?
Yeah.
And so I would say sell. No matter what nobody say, how many times you post on social media. Hey, those people are telling you not to post on social media or spending their monies on things that they've seen showed on social media, on TV, and it's called impressions.
Yeah.
And to buy anything, people got to see, to get hooked on something, somebody's got to see at least 11 impressions of it. So just keep that in mind on when you're starting to brand something.
Got it. In addition to your contact information and your business card, what other tools should business owners have when actively looking to start building their own brand?
Well, I'll say this, because this is going to help a lot of people. Before getting in touch with me, I'm doing a conference called Creative Verse Conference. I do this every year. Last year I did it at NC State. This year I do it at Red Hat.
Okay.
We're bringing creatives and business people together. And last year was wonderful, fantastic. People are still building relationships and collaborations off of it. It's going to be May 17th and May 18th at Red Hat headquarters, downtown Raleigh. Our website is creativeverse.org. On social media, we're Creative Verse Red Hat. On every other social media platform, we're Creative Verse 2024. If you do nothing else, search these two names right here. Chris Doe. Chris Doe is the #1 marketing YouTube person in the country. He travels all different other countries, Dubai, Australia, all this stuff. He's coming back for a second year. Last year was spectacular. We're having him back this year. And we're having business superstar. He's from the UK. Not Brandon. I'm sorry, Daniel Priestley. I was thinking about my third speaker, but Daniel Priestley. Look at Daniel Priestley and all he has done, and he's going to be coming in teaching you how to become a key influencer, not on YouTube, but in your industry. That you don't have to be a creative, anything like that. We're going to have a business curriculum and a creative curriculum. But just make sure that you guys put it down. If you got a business or industry, anything that you're trying to market, event, you come here and you're going to learn so much from these guys, and learn from just the environment. You're going to learn from the environment of people that you're around. We have testimonials still coming in, and people from last year are coming this year and say they got to get a second dose of what they experienced last year. So we have community leaders that are jumping in, sponsoring high school kids, sponsoring people that they know that are creatives. And it's going to have a big audience from podcasters to everything. The 17th, we're having a big citywide networking, big party before we get into the conference on Saturday. So go to www.creativeverse.org and register and use the creative code Creative Family, and it'll save you some money and you'll get a lot. Spend a little, but you'll get a lot.
All righty. Sorry, just dropping that in there so all of our viewers can actively get the code. So thanks so much for sharing that. Okay. What sort of advice would you give to someone who's interested in a college student, high school student, who's interested in growing into the creative field? What advice do you have for them?
Simply, it's very simple. always have something to cover your financials, whether it's a part-time job, full-time job, or something. Because getting into the creative industry, not everybody understands how important it is. So that's going to make it hard for people to kind of contribute to you if you don't have a lot of experience. If you don't understand the culture of design, if you don't understand the culture of relationship of business of client and business owner relationship.
Yeah.
I would say to them to make sure that you're going into this thing logistically thinking instead of offering emotions and feelings. Logistically meaning, okay, make sure you got something to cover what you don't have to worry about, what you have to worry about. Make sure you have something to cover your living expenses. Make sure you have something to cover your lifestyle that's going to keep you at an area where you don't have to go and beg and depend and depend and depend, because when you have to depend, that makes you a hostage.
Yeah.
It turns you into a hostage. So I could give technical and learn this program and learn that program, but you're not going to have the freedom or the space in your mind to learn or progress those things if you're always worrying about covering something.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever you have to do to keep your fight, because it's all about finance. Everybody can, we can say, oh, now I love what I do, right? But you better believe if I have something on my screen other than what I like to do, somebody's paying me for it.
Yeah.
And they're paying me my living wages for it.
Yeah.
And then if they can't pay me my living wages for it, then they can go complaining to somebody else about I'm too high. You can do that. But at the same time, you won't be here helping me if the utilities getting turned off, right? So, right. So it's important to keep the main thing the main thing. You can't do what you want to do until you do what you need to do, right? So, just find you something steady that's going to keep you good financially, and it don't have to be big, but it doesn't need to cover what you needed to cover, because a free mind can come up with anything. So that would be my advice, to make sure you cover yourself, to take care of yourself as a human being, and then and only then that you can go be free.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, Elton, it's been absolutely a pleasure to have you on this evening. Really appreciated getting all of your insights and the information that you shared about Creativerse happening. Please, we can share it out again. Tell us where people can find you, website, information. I see it's in your title, but definitely say it again, so we can make sure everyone knows where to find you, how to connect with you, where to get in touch with you, and then share more about the conference.
Okay, so to get in contact with me, you go to Elton Benjamin, info@eltonbenjamin.com. And you'll be able to find me all on social media. I'm Elton.Benjamin. For Creativerse. And I am taking branding clients on. I don't take many at a time, but I do take new clients on. So let's get in touch with me to see, if we're a great fit for each other, or you need to be mentored or coached. I have 30 years in this thing, so I know what I'm talking about, proven and have receipts of great public response. And so leading off of that, this is why I want to give this education to people. A lot of us don't have what's being offered at Creativerse. When I was coming up, nobody offered anything like that, and nobody has ever offered where you have business leading business leaders and creators in the same room to kind of glean and learn from each other, right? So again, you can go to Creativerse Red Hat on Facebook. You can go to creativerse.org to see what we have to offer. And please, I will urge you to go and research our keynote speakers that we have on. We're going to have a great time. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great time. If you go look at some of the videos, it's going to be a nice time. And like I said, Friday, we're having a great meet and greet. There's going to be tons of people there. We're going to have music, food, fun, games, and you'll get to talk with some of the speakers. Most of all the speakers will be there. And we're just going to have a lot of fun and get to know each other and learn some new connections. You know, everybody has the same connections we know, but these gonna bring in a group of vast people that you never met before each other. You've never met before, but at the same time, you're just building new connections and new collaborations.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Awesome. Elton, again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was really great hearing from you and sharing more insights and learning more insights from you about branding and design. So with that said, thank you again. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you so much.
Bye. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App floating on the screen. That is $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students who are interested can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for April of 2024. Those are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Marjorie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, 5-Star BDM Media, Milani Shania Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman's Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.